bit late because the van was parked a little closer to the car than it was the other day, and they were loading the kids up in the car to go to the beach, so they didn't want to start spraying paint until they left or moved. I got a big surprise that I'm gonna show later on in the stream. I'll wait for some people to get in here before I do that. Kind of an unboxing, well, a second unboxing, because I had to take pictures for the guy that shipped it to me. But for now, let's get some paint laid down. Hope you guys can see. Kind of fucking me, that and the fact that it's black and it's soaking up all the paint. This paint is kind of different with the paint I used the other day. I think the turbo cans are just primer. This is actually flat black paint with primer. Normally don't paint like Rich 220 here, but it's just swallowing up all the paint. problem. I don't think I have enough paint. Got a whole new can after this. Right here at the beginning of the stream. I haven't showed it yet. Wanted to wait until more people got in, but I got a surprise unboxing. debating with myself whether I put another vinyl top on it or not. Either that or put the trim on it and paint the roof a different color. Vinyl tops really wreak havoc on cars. Formulas, they did come factory with vinyl tops. Last can should be both doors in that one. I got a can of rust converter for the trunk floor. I got some runs, but the good thing about primer is it runs dry up. Try to save a little bit of this there. comments in a minute, guys. Almost done. Like that stuff. Tells me I'm going to be in no body pods after I'm done fixing the floor. Get all that shit later. Wind. Trust me, guys, this is not the way to paint a car. But, like I said, I'm trying to keep rust down while it sits out here. Eventually it's going in the garage, but that's not going to be until I have it all disassembled and everything. Alright, let's get comments. See if we got enough people in here we can show the surprise off to while it's drying. 9 people. Hey Jeff, Jinxie, Steel Scrapper. How about we just take it? All right. Let's see. I'll bring the box over to the gazebo so it's nice. I don't know. It just sent me a. Yeah, it sure is. Fucking drink. It is fucking hot out. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I got some runs on it, but it's only flat, so it'll dry up. You won't even know it was there. Whew. All right. Let's see what we got here. How many people we got? Oh shit. Yeah, my poverty level's nuts. I think if I flip the screen, I'd be better off. So, my gauges arrived today. They're still wrapped up in some kind of like saran wrap type deal. I'm not gonna take it out because my hands are all dirty, and these lenses are brand new. This gauge cluster is a mixture of new parts and old parts. So here's the pod. This goes off to the right hand side, fuel and volts. All brand new. He sent me some extra LEDs because the cluster has all LEDs in it. It'll be nice and bright. It won't be like it was back in the 70s, dim and shit. So when I first saw this next one, all I got a picture of was a housing. That's all it was a housing. And this man, Don Baseman, over at East Coast Trans Ams, built this from scratch with parts that he had accumulated and new parts. Now, what was so special about this is right here. This plug right here is a 12 pin plug, and most Firebirds, Trans Ams, my phone's falling, were 16 pin. So that's why it was so hard for me to find a gauge cluster for this thing, and this fucking phone keeps fucking moving. Stay still, asshole. So, that's exposed. I said I'm leaving all this on because I don't want to get my dirty fingerprints all over it. But here's another shot. 160 mile an hour speedometer. They changed them in the mid 70s to 100 and then down to 80. What else was I gonna say about this? So it's got an all new printed circuit on it. Brand new printed circuit on it. Brand new lenses for the outside, all LEDs. And this is the guy. His name is Don Baseman. This is his card. I don't know if that's showing up good or not. Come on. Come on. I don't know. It's not focusing in, but East Coast Trans Ams. Awesome guy. I'm sworn to secrecy on the actual price because he did me a favor. Yeah. He really wanted to. He really wanted to do that one. So when he sent me the picture of the cluster housing, he said, "I found a 12-pin housing. That's all I've been able to find." I said, "All right. Well, that's what we're gonna have to do," because I had found some on Facebook Marketplace and they were in tough shape. I would have to send them to him anyways. So I thought it over for like an hour, and it's like, well, it would be easier to just have him build what was already in there. I'm not sure if he's on YouTube, but he does have a Facebook page and a group. It's called East Coast Trans Am Park Group, and his name's Don Baseman on Facebook. So I flopped it over in my mind a couple of times. Should I just, because my car originally didn't have those gauges off to the right that I showed you at first, and it didn't have a tack in the cluster. It just had a set of dummy lights where that tack is, and then the gas gauge was in the middle and not the oil and temp. So I says to myself, if I'm gonna pay a bunch of money to have this thing built from scratch, I might as well get what I want built, right? Instead of some rinky-dink dummy lights and some stupid looking tack off to the side, right? So it says just build me what they would have had in 1971 for a rally gauge cluster. And so I'm gonna have to do some wiring on the car. It's not a lot, because like I said, originally in the center there was the gas gauge and no tack. The tack has its own harness that I can buy. I'm actually gonna pick that up when I go to Ames. And then I gotta take the wires out of the 12-pin cluster for the fuel gauge and for the volts gauge that's now on those pods to the right. I gotta take those wires out. I gotta wire those into a wiring harness for that pod, and then the rest of it should stay and then plug in and work. Now that was mainly because I didn't want to change out the wiring harness in my car. It's in good shape considering everything else on the car. I mean, I could have put a 16-pin harness in the car, but I didn't want to do that, because then I would have had to change out, you know, the engine harness and everything from the front to the back. Let's just set this back down. Take a look at how this is drying. Nothing happening to it. This is gonna sit in my bedroom on my fucking on my new fucking bed shelf until the car's ready to accept it. Let me swap this around. Yeah, it's hot as a bastard, but it's just starting to cool down now. So yeah, it's drying up pretty nice. I do got some runs, but honestly, I really honestly don't care, because I'm gonna cut this whole fucking panel off. You know what I mean? It's gonna be bye-bye. You know? I didn't do the hood because the hood's going. I mean, I didn't have to paint the nose because that ain't never gonna rust. But I wanted it to be one color for my sanity. And to keep the rust down until I start to disassemble things. Now, Jeff, if you're still in here, I just confirmed I got the funds ready. I just got to make the order up at Ames. Ames Performance Pontiac. I looked up the fucking town it's in too, and I fucking forgot where it's at. I can't look it up while I'm on stream, but I don't know. I'll get in touch with you when I'm heading up there to get those parts. Maybe the two of us can get up and I can show off what I got on the Marco show that's gonna go on here, and Dizzy while I'm heading up that way. You know, maybe we can make it a thing where Dizzy can head up your way, and we can all meet up together and have like Barry calls, a three-way circle jerk. I'm just kidding. Yeah, fucking I don't get my son again until next weekend, so I'm trying to I'm trying to make it happen for this Wednesday. I don't know if that's too short a notice, and that's not guaranteed yet. I might have, if, depending on, what they say when I order the shit, I might have to go, in another week or two. But, within the next 2 to 3 weeks, I'm renting a U-Haul, and I still haven't decided, but I'm really leaning hard on getting the full floor pan as one piece. I'll brace the car up on the inside, and I'll just fucking gut the floor right out of it because the rocker panels seem to be in good shape. Fucking gut the whole floor out of it, put the whole new one on just like they would in the factory. Cut out all of the spot welds with a spot weld cutter, and make it look factory. The other two ways is, I know I'm definitely not going to get it piece by piece, because if I get it piece by piece, I'm probably going to end up with sections that will be missing. And so it's either going to be the full floor or full halves of the floor. Another thing I got to do is I got to tear up the fucking sheet metal that they fucking zip screwed to the floor and fucking bonded down with I don't even know what. So I got to rip all that shit up too and see what kind of fun is lurking underneath there, because like Jack mentioned on their stream when I was talking to them, when I unbolt that subframe, I'm probably going to find a mess in between the bushings, and he's right. I probably am. So if I go with the full floor should come with all that bracing. So we'll see what happens there, but the other thing I'm getting is, because this panel down here is completely fucked, and I don't know what it looks like behind the taillights in that broken panel, I'm just gonna order this whole tail panel, the metal underneath all that shit. Fuck it. It's only like $270. Fuck it. And that guy Don that did my cluster, he was the one that recommended Ames to me. It's not like normal China stamp steel shit. It actually, has some thickness to it. And then the other thing about going up to New Hampshire and getting this stuff, no sales tax, I'm pretty sure. And I'm gonna be beating the shipping. Imagine the shipping on a full floor pan. Oh, I don't even want to imagine. Yeah, if you would talk to him. I just got his information. I could talk to him too. I just friended him up on Facebook yesterday. And yeah, I know I have the ability. I psych myself up sometimes, because I have a weird form of OCD. Like certain things I could give a flying fuck about, but it's like when I go to put this floor in, even though nobody's gonna see it, I'm not gonna want like fucking weld scars all over the place and grind marks everywhere and shit. But that's just me, that way. And that's all the better too, because then I know it'll be quality and strong, and I won't have to deal with, it'll be good. And that 400 that I'm planning to build is going to have some power. For all I know, this engine's got some power because it doesn't have the original tranny or rear-ended. I wouldn't be surprised if I cracked the heads off of this motor in here and find out it's fucking bored and all kinds of shit. Yeah, no, it's getting there. I don't have the grills in right now because I'm afraid of the kids walking by it and breaking them or bouncing a ball into it. But you guys haven't seen it. That's the 400 right there. I wrapped it up because the cylinders were starting to get like a light rust onto them. So I actually got a cut all that shit off and take a better look at it. I used Rich 220's famous white lithium grease to spray in my boards to keep the rust out of there. Rich, that's all white lithium grease is good for. Seriously. Spray it on shit to keep rust off of shit. That's literally it. Anything else is just going to make a mess with it. And I got my brand new welder sitting over there, waiting to get used, begging to get used. Oh yeah, Jeff. He is a good dude. He really is. When I was talking to him yesterday on the stream, my customer with the F-150, her husband who passed away in 2020, is a fire captain out here in Middleborough, Massachusetts, and so wasn't his wife, and she still got the truck, running it around, and he said, if you guys got a patch or anything, I'd be happy to put it in the museum. So I'm gonna try to get a patch for our rested in peace Captain Bill Burke. He was a great man. He really was. But yeah, he said, you know, no problem. I actually have to ask him because his daughter, we were talking on the stream, she wants to know if he might have a shirt for the Worcester Six that went out to New York on 9/11. I think she said it was. She used to have one and she lost it. And I said, if anybody's got one, I bet you he does. All right, well, I accomplished what I came out here to do today. We'll give the old Pontiac 350. You know, I haven't even reached my hand down there or anything to see if this even is a 350. This could be a 400, because these Pontiacs from 301 all the way up to 455, they look exactly the same. There is no small block, there is no big block. You hear that, Barry? There is no small block Pontiac or big block Pontiac. They only have different deck heights. And the only time that comes into a problem is when you try to bolt an intake up and you change the deck height. So for all I know, this could be a 301, but I ran the numbers on it. It's at least a 350, but it could be a 400. I just need to get my hand down. There's another set of numbers right there. And like on the 400, it literally says 400 right on the side of it. So I just got to get my hand down there and see if it says 350. And then I was toying with the wondering if these heads might bump up the compression on my 400, but I think I'm just gonna save up the money and get some aluminum heads. I want this thing to fucking romp. You know what I mean? I don't wanna set any records with the thing, but you know, it's been a long time since I got in a car, one of my own cars that I built, and fucking hang a front wheel. I tell you, that's better than any drug you could buy on the street. Fucking hanging a front wheel, feeling the torque course through your car when you catch traction. Fuck burning up tires. I'm talking about catching traction and fucking that's a feeling you cannot replicate. Oh, I'm sure he would. I'm sure he definitely would. Yeah, that, and the other thing I gotta do is another thing with these Pontiacs, the oil galleys. They like to build up sludge in them, and they don't lubricate the top end properly. I'm sure the 400's already been taken care of because the whole bottom end on that's brand new. But when I get the 400 finished, I'm going to take this engine out, and I'm not going to get rid of it because it has the VIN number from this car on it, so it's the original engine. That's why I think it's a 350. It could be bored out, you know, I have no idea. But I'm gonna keep this engine and I'll put it on a stand. And I need to rob the front accessories and the timing cover off of it for the other engine. But I'm gonna build this engine too, in case something happens to the 400. I'll have another engine sitting on a stand waiting. Hey Dizzy, we was just talking about you. I just confirmed the funds for all my pots. They're all set. All I have to do is put in my order. And I was just saying to Jeff here, maybe I can make a day of it. Either I can stop by you on the way back down, or maybe you could head up to New Hampshire and the three of us could get together and I could show off my haul that I'm gonna get from Ames Performance, and do like a big show, you know what I mean? Something that Rich and Barry had never fucking heard of. I think that would be awesome if we did that, and it would go right up their asses too, because they don't make relationships like that. They just shit on people. I'm gonna stop peeling the present. I'm gonna set you guys up while I do this. Where's my apparatus? My apparatus. Oh yeah, Pontiac motors. They're torque monsters, you know. Yeah, it looks good from a distance, but when you get close, you start to see some of the runs and shit. But like I said, I'm not worried about that. I'm just trying to stall the rust until I get my parts and I start cutting into this thing. Because, like I said, like this quarter right here, fucking whole thing, like right up to this body line, gone. You know, it's gonna be a whole new one. But I'm gonna open the Christmas gift, and I'll show you guys what we got going on. I'll wait to do the bumpers. That's all. you guys can bear with me while I'm unwrapping the present. I usually have the kids do this if they're around. Making a car. I love this spot. Usually it waves so it's a little more dry too, but I'm patient. I gotta leave soon. Got my new bed I gotta try out today. And the old lady. Barry, what you know about that? Testing out a new bed with your old lady. Sorry, hon, if you're watching. Just trying to make everybody laugh. They might not even heard what I said because I'm so far away. If you didn't hear, because I was so far away, I got a new bed that I gotta fucking test out tonight with the old lady. What do you know about that, Barry? Sorry, hon. And Dizzy, if you're still in here, that girl Jen from yesterday, she wanted to know, because she used to have a shirt from the Worcester Six. She was wondering if that might be something you might have, looking to replace it. Give you guys the full picture. You still gotta do the bumper and the tail lights, but that's gonna take a minute. Let's see. Oh yeah, Jeff. It'll happen. If it's on the weekend, I can do it. I'll try to set it up for a Saturday then. The old lady's got Saturdays off. Yeah, Jeff, we'll get a video with a ride. You and Pops come up there and I'll take both of you guys for a ride. Bob, the plan with the car is to right now I'm getting all the metal panels. I'm gonna shore up the front end. I mean the body. I don't know why my zoom is all fucked up. I'm gonna fix up the rust in the body and replace the quarters, most of the floor, get some trim for around the back window. It runs and drives as is. Get some brakes in it, and I'm gonna drive it just like this, flat black, barely an interior, and I'm just gonna, like I did with these metal parts, I'm just gonna put money away, and I'll gather up parts for the interior as I need them, and go from there. Pretty soon I'll have a formula hood to replace the junk hood that's on there. I'm just scrolling through the comments, guys. Catch you later, Jeff. Yeah, Jen is very cool. I'll let her know if oh, this car needs brakes. I'll let her know you said that. Try to get you guys the full picture. I pulled grills out of the trunk. Yeah, the sun is drowning it out. Those grills just fucking, they just make the car. I still got to fix the bumper bracket in this area because the bumper's kind of pushed in still. But said the whole nose is coming back off of it, so I'm not too worried about it. Off all this tape. She said you just got lucky. I believed you didn't realize you just got lucky. I've been hypnotized. This is what I'm waiting for here, because the back end of these cars is my favorite. It's not my absolute, everything about this car is my favorite, but back end, oh yeah. Nice butt shot. I'll be signing off soon, but not quite yet. Fucking most of this paint's already dry. I love flat paint, especially for what I'm using it for, you know. I feel bad I didn't get to converse with Jeff that much while he was here, but it's alright, he knows. We're all one big community, and fuck all the haters. All the haters and the people who do bad. Fucking pity party, feel bad for me. It's everybody else's fault. For anybody that has a wise ass remark about why I use nothing but tape on this, it's because I got the tape for free. I got like a box of it, and like it was like a box of rolls of this tape, and the top like third of each roll was like useless, so I had to like peel off all the bad shit before I could get to the good shit. And I just used it up on shit like this. I like the air conditioner in my house. I fucking put a bunch of this shit around it to seal it up. Use what you got, man. Not everybody has $1 million at their disposal and a work crew like some other YouTubers. I don't give a shit what anybody says. When Vice Grip Garage started, he was definitely by himself. But now, after having dealt with Motor Trend and everything, I'm sure he does a lot of things on his own. But I'm also sure that he has some kind of help too. There's no way he's going to, especially the episodes when he has his kids with him, there's no way he's going to put himself in a situation where he's going to be broke down on the side of the highway with one of his kids. I know I wouldn't. You know, there ain't nothing against that. I mean, the guy's massively successful. I mean, shit. If I was massively successful and I could afford it, I'd hire a couple guys to come help me out. But they'd be like guys from my community, so I could give back to the community, you know. Oh, Megan leaked all over Jeff, and that's how he got out of that. Well, you know, good thing he didn't ask me to fucking break in my bed with her. You know, I might have let him. Just so I could say I did. And babe, if you're listening in, I'm sorry that I said to everybody I'm going to be testing the bed out with you tonight. It was just a joke. Well, it's not a joke because that's what's going to happen, but... Seafood Island Kroger's. Yeah, I don't need that. It's brand fucking new. I had to wait fucking 2 weeks too. They said that fucking Cardi's, they said they were gonna drop it all off at once. And then it turned into, because they have like, I guess they're like two separate entities there over there. They have like a furniture section and then the mattress section. So it went from all at the same day to the mattress will be in a couple of days after to, oh, it's not going to be in until the 17th. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? So I've been sleeping on my brand new bed frame with my old fucking blown up mattress. I can't wait to get a decent night's sleep because I ordered that mattress specifically. It's got this cover on it that it like stays cool, like the cool side of the pillow, you know. Dizzy. But I'm almost wondering if I should have taped this whole thing off. I only taped this one off and I was like, fuck this, I'm not even gonna, because I'm not even gonna have these on the car when it's done. But now it looks stupid with like one that hasn't been painted over. Whatever. Frank, you didn't even get to see the surprise. You'll have to look back into the stream. I don't want to unbox it again because now I got paint on my fingers and shit. Yeah, that one emblem's missing the F. I'm gonna get the because this is basically what I'm doing is a formula clone, and the Formula 400 emblems fit right in the same holes. So instead of saying Firebird, it'll say Formula 400. Look at that. That's much better. Yeah, that's much better. Looks much better. And then, like I said, I'm still tossing around the idea of, because that's why I haven't like tried knocking these off yet. I might put a vinyl top back on it because formulas came with the vinyl top, but I don't know. I know right away I won't have a vinyl top. Look at that. That's just fucking sassy. That is just sassy. Bro, best quote of my life. I don't know, I've had quite a few, bud. Alright guys, I'm gonna sign off. I gotta get home. I've had a couple of people, because I'm gonna leave these on here. I've had a couple of people tell me I'm crazy. But this sticker right here is especially important. It's an Explorers Club sticker. People with the likes of James Cameron. Who else? I'll remember his name as soon as I log off. The guy that found the Titanic back in the 80s, Robert Ballard. The other guy from a couple years ago that blew up the submersible. They're all part of this Explorers Club. I guess a lot of guys that do deep water diving and shit and find like old World War II shipwrecks and shit like that. They're all part of that Explorers Club. Yeah. Yeah, I might do something just like that. I don't know, but I feel like it's a part of the history of the car, so I'm gonna leave it. But it looks good, flat black, and then the chrome trim. I'm gonna leave the chrome trim. I'm gonna get some for the windshield and shit. I think it'll make it pop out, you know. But all right, yeah, I'm hopping off. I gotta drive home. It's hot out. I gotta take a shower, wash my ass. Thanks guys for coming and checking out the stream. I appreciate every single one of you. And you know, until the next one.